Bedtime stories with bedtime stories with bedtime stories with Side Wilson.
Greetings everyone, welcome to Bedtime Stories SG, the podcast. We are here for yet another episode, and today I have a very special guest, and her name is Noor.
Yay.
What up, Noor?
Hi.
What up is Noor? That's your TikTok name,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Okay, so we have Noor right here. She's a very bubbly person, guys. And Noor, maybe you can tell us viewers who are watching and listening more about yourself.
Hi, what up is Noor? I think you guys can see me on my own podcast itself, or maybe see me on my TikTok itself. I usually just do lip sync itself over my TikTok.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And you also did podcast before. That means
Yes.
you got experience. Don't play, yeah. And what do you do right now nowadays?
I work part-time as merchandising itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it island wide or just?
Mostly island-wide itself.
Wow, that means travels a lot. You have to travel all over Singapore.
Yes.
Wow, okay. And one thing that I know about you, that at one point of time you were into the paranormal scene.
Yes, correct.
Okay, what get you started? Where did the interest came from?
I actually like paranormal because I grew up watching like movies, reading books. My family has their own background stories of it.
Oh.
But I was dating this guy who was in a paranormal scene itself.
Once upon a time.
Yes,
right? Once
and
upon
then
a time.
he told me that girls are not allowed to do paranormal.
What?
Yeah, but he cheated on me with another girl who was in the paranormal team.
Okay. All right. So, okay. According to him, that women are not allowed to do.
Yeah, I can say we are not strong enough.
Okay, I've seen some ladies who are into it and they're still doing it, you know. So okay lah, never mind. It's a matter of one's opinion. So when you were in the paranormal scene, right? Did you like ask yourself, what am I doing, or this is what I wanted to do? You know, what was it? Or what the first time when you went out, how was the feeling?
It was a bit nervous, like because I don't really go out at night. So the first location was at Labrador Park.
Labrador Park.
Yeah. So I think
okay.
they say it was a very strong start to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like everything was so new, like sounds, feelings and stuff. So I was like, is this really what I wanted to do? Then give it another shot again lah. So then I realized it's actually quite fun.
It is actually. I can understand the initial feelings, like what the hell am I doing right here? You know, like, you know, in a place which is people said it is haunted, or even a place which is dark, right, or dimly lit, it's creepy.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
it's creepy. But one thing's for sure, right? We will have that feelings like expect the unexpected. We do not know what's going to happen. You know, are we going to come across anything, or it's just another night out?
Yes.
You know? So you have followed a few friends, because I know some friends in the paranormal community, like Mamad and
Yes.
Abdul, right? So how was your experience going up? Have you done like solo on your own?
Technically, not so lah. I mean, there's always someone nearby with me.
Of course, yeah.
But most of the time, it's just with Abang Abdul or Abang Mamat only.
Okay. But no, they let you like go off on your own, but then they'll be monitoring you for one.
Yeah.
Safety. Yeah,
Yes, safety comes first.
Yes, safety comes first. And okay, you've been to a few places. I know that Singapore is very limited. The moment a place which is already been vacated, abandoned, boom, no, they'll put fences and all this signage, you know, no trespassing and all that. But there are some places which is you are able to, do your own exploration. Okay, Labrador Park is one of them. Okay, but do take note. Sorry, you can go to Labrador Park, but don't go to the Labrador Nature Park.
Where's that?
There's one part of the area which is like how should I put this? You know where the cannon is with the statue?
Yeah.
Alright, if you go straight up, you will go all the way up to the toilet area, right?
Yes, correct.
But you know, there's another path that leads you to like this forested area.
Yeah.
That's the nature trail.
Oh, you're not supposed to go there?
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, that's the nature trail. You're not supposed to go there. That is from 7 to 7 p.m.
But what if I go there?
chances are nothing happens to you, or you might get summoned. Because if you're doing live, someone might report. You never know. You will never know, right? But if you go on your own without doing live, okay lah, this is you take the risk, But just that area, I did not know until I found out when I was there. I saw the signage, 7 to 7 Labrador Nature Park. I was like, nature park? I thought that whole place is a nature park. I said, no, there's another trail that leads you to the forested area and all that. I said, okay, now I know. So yeah, but for the rest, the near the tunnel area, near the cannon and all that, that's still okay. You can still walk. And then where else? I've been to abandoned flats. You been there?
Yeah, I think now at the West Coast.
West Coast, right?
Yeah, I went there. And Tanglin Hall only.
And Tanglin Hall.
Oh, I think the reason why I went is it's not really abandoned. The one at MacPherson. Abang Muhammad has been the one doing live recently. Okay.
Yeah, MacPherson is now the place to go. If you like to explore. But Tanglin Hall, because I was born in Tanglin Hall. My childhood, was at Tanglin Hall. So how was it when you visit that area?
When I went there, then nobody told me like the background, no stories, nothing.
Oh.
So it's like the moment you step there, you'll feel everything. So after I went there, the next few days, my friend told me, "Oh, did you know actually behind this side there's a pocong or something?" I was like, "Is it?" I never expect that.
You were doing your live at that point in time, right?
Because that was my first time doing live over there.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes the viewers will see something that we missed out. Because we would be busy minding our ways, and also try to make sure that we walk a safe place, and to read the comments. And sometimes like they will the comments they will say, "Hey, got something behind you." Oh man, crap! Yeah, now where?
That's why like, are you joking? Are you serious? Or something like, it's just like trolls account, like people just fake. Then you just don't know whether it's true or not.
That's why sometimes because fake accounts and these trolls, right? It's hard for us to accept, to believe, but. That's how it is. If you do live stream, you need to have a lot of patience, especially with the comments. For me, it's like whatever the comments, if they post a stupid comment, I'll reply in a stupid answer. I go to your level, to your IQ, then okay, there you go, that's your answer. Boom. So okay. So the last place that you went to before you I would say you retired, semi-retired. Semi-retired. There's always another time,
I want to go back.
Yes, I know the feeling. The feeling, but I can't. I'll tell you why. The last place that you went to.
I think this year after my operation, I went to so-called like disturb Abang Muhammad was doing his live, so just like pop up at MacPherson.
Out of nowhere, you pop up. Like you never give him a heart attack, like hey.
He was like at the top level, so I was just one level below. I was at the staircase like Abang.
That was him. If I were me, like damn, who's that? But okay, all right. So you decided to like pay him a visit, surprise visit.
Yes.
Right. Oh, okay. So how's the area there?
Actually still well lighted and all. So macam like I don't know whether is it abandoned or not, because I see there's a lot of people around the area.
There's still some residents there, right? So that's one thing is you need to be extra careful. Same goes for at that point of time I went to Sin Ming. Right, the whole block was emptied, but there are 2 residents left. Right, same goes for Spooner Road.
Also the one at West Coast also. There's a few houses that were people inside.
West Coast there was West Coast there was one which is at the top floor. Only one person staying.
Yeah.
Try to imagine, right? You're staying there, you were the only one. The rest of your neighbors already moved out, and every night I had to come back from work. Just imagine that, I was like, my hats off to them.
Is it still there?
No, I think the whole place has already been fenced up, so there's no entry. Sorry guys, you can't go to that place, right? It's already out of bounds. So yeah. And like I said, Singapore very limited, so I think most of our friends, they will resort to going to Malaysia.
Yeah, Malaysia. Batam.
Will you be going to Malaysia anytime if given the chance?
I don't want. I'm scared of the mudpad stuff, so no.
Yes, correct. Okay, mudpad, guys, if you don't know what mudpad means, it means drug addicts. Because sometimes they would actually sit in these abandoned places. They can just sit or sleep in the dark, because they don't care really. The mentality is, I'm gonna get my high, after that I'm gonna rest, make sure no one disturb me. And if you were to like cross path with them, you will never know. Some of them, they are so desperate they might hurt you. Yeah, so you have to be extra careful. If you were to go in a group, right, and if you want to go to like do your exploration outside Singapore, make sure you have contact, someone who you can trust, who knows that place, who can take care of you. That's the thing. So you are semi-retired. Any particular reason why you stopped?
Because I got sick. Like, technically I got diagnosed last year February.
Okay.
I think because when I was sick, I was like telling myself I should live my life. So that's why I was like, okay, let's go exploring, let's go and do whatever I couldn't do back then. Let's just do it now.
Okay, what do you mind sharing what happened to you?
I was diagnosed with endometriosis. So there was like 3 cysts in my ovaries itself.
Oh.
So I only could go surgery in this year March. So that one whole year I was suffering, like in and out of the hospital, enjoying my staycation over there, like 5-6 days every visit. Then I was telling myself like, just go for it lah. Like, what else to live for? Then just
So
go.
this endometriosis is like you feel like cramps or pain in your abdominal.
Yeah.
Very, very painful.
Because there was one time, it was last year, somewhere around April. It was like days before Hari Raya.
Okay.
I was having so much pain that I couldn't walk. When the ambulance came, right, they really had to lift me up.
I see.
So when we went to the hospital, they found out it was an infection and inflammation of the ovaries.
Oh man, I see. So now you're getting the treatments.
Yes.
And of course we pray for your health. Definitely. Yeah, that's the reason why you are right now semi-retired. And of course, once you're back on your feet, who knows, you might be back, right? And other than that, you're going through some issues as well. If you're willing to share, I mean, I had an earlier guest who shared about her mental health, so maybe this is the best time for you to share with us, so that the listeners, the viewers can learn, and also some of your friends who are watching who misunderstood you can better understand what Noor is going through. So, what happened?
5 years ago, right, I was diagnosed with chronic depression and anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was very suicidal. I was self-harming. I couldn't sleep and all. And just nice when I was diagnosed, I lost my grandfather. It was in June. So 3 years later, I lost my grandmother also in June. So they were like only a few days apart. So whenever June passed by, right, it's like, that grieving anniversary. Also, my body will just feel sad and stuff.
Okay.
But so far, alhamdulillah, I'm not suicidal anymore. I don't really self-harm. And how I so-called cure for everything is that I put my main focus on doing things I enjoy, like reading books, going out with my friends. But there are days that you will have a mental breakdown no matter what. So like recently, like I felt very tired and stuff. I just had to have a good cry, and then I felt better.
Just let it out.
Then the way I did exploring is because, right, sometimes I couldn't sleep, so I tire myself out a little more, so that's why I can sleep better.
So it's been going on even during the time where you were active in the paranormal scene. Is one of the reasons is to because you have somehow insomnia due to your condition, right?
Yes.
So if I can't sleep myself, I try this out. I can just tire myself. Eventually, I will fall asleep.
Yeah.
I see. So did you seek? When the first time you realized that you have this condition, okay, was it like? Okay, later I'll tell you what I went through. Right? Was it at a point of time you thought it might be something supernatural, or it might be something which is purely scientifically can be explained?
My parents thought was supernatural.
Yeah,
Because parents being parents, mesti something like tangkacau or what.
Or someone sent a black magic.
Yeah, because at one point I had dreams about it also. So I was like, are you sure? That's why I couldn't sleep because of that. So maybe not. But then, because I was working in a clinic line, so I was explaining to my friends, I can't sleep. I've been feeling this way. So all my doctors heard about it. So she diagnosed me, I think you got depression. So they said they will still refer me lah. So when they referred me to hospital itself and UH, they said yes, you have chronic depression. So I have to start my medicine. But I start my medication, I felt it was getting worse because the medication made you like feel very numb. So I cannot feel anything. So I stopped. I stopped everything.
Yeah, the medicine actually is supposed to suppress. It's like a relaxant, you know. So it's like makes you relax. A part of your brain to just shut down. You know, I know the feeling because I have it in my bag with me. Okay, let me share what happened. I was diagnosed with first stage of schizophrenia. That's where I really start hearing voices, my own voice. It was my own voice. Okay, and that voice keeps telling me that I'm an F up person. I'm good for nothing. I don't deserve my wife. You know, it says that hey, she don't deserve someone like you. You're nothing. You're a failure. Blah blah blah. It's like, of course, when someone or whatever is giving you all that type of crap, you're gonna feel really down. You know, then I start to become withdrawn. You know, like back then I can just draw, you know, do my page, update my page. To the point, up till now, I hardly update anything in my page.
Yes, I realized your TikTok is so quiet.
Quiet, and I only repost whatever it is. Because it's like, if I want to do something, it's like, never mind, I do it later. Or I do it tomorrow. I end up falling asleep. You know, I lost interest in what I like to do. And I was having anxiety. I was like, you know, I worry for no reason. Suddenly, I feel worried. Your heart start pumping and your insides start vibrating, like shaking. You know, that feeling, right? And I was like feeling fear for no reason. Like, for example, if I look at her, all these stupid nonsense feelings like, you're old, she's young, you're gonna die before, you know, you get to see kids, you have kids, that kind of thing, you know. In my mind, it's like, what is going on? It's like, why is this happening to me? You know, of course, to some people, like, this must be something supernatural lah. You go out for your outings, your paranormal outings, these things are following you, you know.
Parents say bisikan syaitan.
Bisikan syaitan, exactly, the devil's whisper, you know. But for me, it's like, I want to find out whether this thing is, you know, can be scientifically, what you call it, explained. You know, I don't want to delve straight into the supernatural. It's like, someone is actually putting a hex on you, whatever. I do not want. That would be the last option, my last option. So it all happened during this April, which was 3 days before Hari Raya. That was when, you know, I was doing spring cleaning with my wife, and we were in the kitchen. I was holding a rusty knife which I was supposed to throw. Then the voice, my own voice, was telling me, like how you can hear my voice right now, right? It's that close, you know. And he say in Malay lah, hey, kau kelar leher kau. That means cut your own neck, cut yourself, go ahead. It's like that. I was like stunned for a while, starting to shiver. I was like shivering already. My heartbeat's already macam motorboat, you know. Then I hand over the knife. I immediately take this, throw away. Sampai tak puasa, you know. I even break fast. I couldn't fast because I had to drink. I have to drink water and take my pill. And I was like, okay, this is bad. The following day, I have a meeting. In the morning, I had a meeting. I thought I was going to be fine. Sorry. And then during the meeting, we were discussing, right? My friend was discussing about the upcoming event. The voice was like, hey, like that. I can't focus because that voice, my own voice, was louder than his voice. I was like on that table, you know. I'm not gonna like, hey, shut up lah. People think I might be crazy, you know, talking to myself. I was like, I was sweating, you know. Then he noticed something was wrong. I said, hey, you okay or not? I said, okay, I think we cut the meeting short lah. Anything you guys just WhatsApp me. I'm sorry, I can't focus. I said, okay, you go first. Okay. On the way back, I straight away hop into a car. I mean, of course, I go for Gojek lah, just to go back home. Inside the car, I was shivering already. And it's like, it's not because of coldness, guys. Okay, once you have this episode right, it's not because of room temperature. What the shivering is within you. It's like everything is vibrating. Your insides are vibrating.
Your
you know?
palpitation.
Yeah,
everything.
palpitation is starting to like to sweat and all that. And the big question is why? What is going on? Why do I feel like why I can't control this? Something taking over. I called her up and she said, okay, we go to NUH straight away. Went there. They put me into an observation ward. Then 2-3 doctors came down. They asked me the same question. I give the same answer. I told them, I start to hear things. And at one point of time, I was standing at the window. I was zoning out. If she didn't tap me or like bring me back to my senses, I might have gone down. Because my window, there's no grill. It's an open window. I said, oh man. They said, okay, you're going to be warded in the wellness clinic, in the wellness ward. Okay. You know the place, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, when they pushed me in, I was like, oh man, I'm going to spend my Hari Raya here. Okay lah. Never mind, as long as I get well. But it was like surreal. It's like, oh, man, I'm actually here. Is this bad? Is my condition that bad? Then the specialist came in and said, actually you have what we call stage 1 schizophrenia. They call it stage 1 schizophrenia. I said, wow, okay lah. Then I stayed there for almost 2 weeks. I learned quite a few things, about mental health, like how to deal with it. They call it, mindfulness and all that. When you have an episode, try to focus on something so that you won't think much about it.
Okay.
And the medication also works in a way. Because I don't know, maybe because I'm stubborn, I try not to rely too much. If not going to be if you're too dependent, every time you pop, alamak, that'll be a different problem already,
Yes.
But I always bring my medicine. The moment I start to feel even sometimes nowadays, like I'm talking to you, for example, right? Suddenly I can just, my heart starts to beat, and
The sudden palpitation.
yes. Then I was like, what is wrong? I start to, I had to pop one. And I remember the first time I had that medicine. The first time, I'm doing hosting. Okay, I'm an MC for weddings and events. The first few times I had the medicine, I cannot talk well. When you talk, then you stop and then you talk about something else. It's like you're focused on something. You want to talk about something. Like for example, today weather not bad. It's very very.
But it's a wedding.
No, not in the wedding.
Okay.
They was at home. I haven't gone back to my wedding event yet. I was talking to her. I was like, today weather is supposed to rain, right? How come it's not raining? Then I stopped. I feel hungry lah. No, also then a whole different. She was like, she's my caregiver. I'm thankful that she's with me. She look after me and all that. But it's a different story. Okay, between us it's a different story because you're still single. I mean, you have somebody. Single in a way, not yet. Tied the knot. Not yet tied the knot.
No
right?
ring, no ring on the finger.
Yeah. Not yet. Who knows? It's a matter of time. Inshallah. I told myself, even in the war, I told myself, I have to be strong. I have to be strong not only for me but for her, because me being the husband. In our culture, husband is the imam, he's the leader, the head of the family, of the household. If I fall, don't tell me she's going to be picking up the pieces, she's going to struggle. It's unfair for her also. So that's why I tried my best. Sometimes she couldn't take my stubbornness. Take your medicine. I just keep quiet, because when the need arises, then I'll take the medicine. So right now it is still, I look okay to everyone. It's like, hey, you okay now? Don't ask.
Yes.
Because I do not know what's in store for me the next day. Like I said, everybody, some of them, they wake up, so thankful I managed to wake up another day, thank you God. But for us who's going through this, we wake up, what are we? Yes. Like, what kind of shit am I gonna go through next?
Yeah, especially when you're in that depressed mood, right?
Yeah.
When you wake up like, I didn't die, like another day to live, that kind of thing. That struggle to get out of bed, leave your life to go to work, it's just like, I don't want.
Yeah. Even like they said the simplest task you don't feel like doing.
Yes, true.
So sometimes I don't shower.
Like the whole day just done.
Yeah, the
I
whole
don't want
day.
to function.
Just veg out. my wife saw it. She'd be cooking. She'd be looking at me. I would like lie down on bed or just sitting at the what you call it, in the living room. Look at the phone. Then take out my drawing materials, my paper and all that. And I didn't draw anything. Sometimes I do. I have to force myself. That's why I have to force myself. But then it's like I feel like sleeping. I would doze off. No, we somehow we can sleep much more easily.
Yes.
Because our brains turn off. Like yeah, even there's nowadays you sleep easily. Yeah, you do not know half of the story, man. You do not know what we are going through. So yeah, and okay, do you have your own like coping mechanism? What makes you okay apart from going out? Right, going out is actually to it's because to
make myself tired also.
Make yourself tired because of your sleeping disabilities. I would say disability because you can't get to sleep that easily.
Yes.
Like before. So what else do you do? Do you have like I'm sure you like music and all?
I'm more into reading. So I tend to read more of like those horror novels. My whole room is filled with books.
Wow.
Yeah. But now I'm trying to read all those motivational books lah. But it goes nowhere. Because I just feel like the writer doesn't understand exactly what I'm going through. So I just try to, no, it doesn't work. There's this book that says talk to Allah. But like how? Like you don't show me how exactly. The more I read, I'm like, no, I don't understand what's going through.
Okay. Maybe that book is like a guidance. It doesn't tell you what to do. It just guides you. It's like, why don't you try? Okay, for me, when it comes to this, yes, religion does play a part. That's where you turn to your faith to ask for. Don't ask for answers, but ask for ways.
Guidance.
Like guidance. Or like, oh Allah, please show me a way. If there is a way, show it to me. Then after that, I will, work it on my own. We don't like pray, give me the answer right now, let it drop in front of my face. Oh, there it is, that's the answer. That it doesn't work that way. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. And I always say this over and over. If you know someone who goes through this, never tells them tak cukup iman aku. Never. Don't never ever. I swear I will smack you across your face. No, I mean, so the feeling is that lah, but I won't do it lah. I mean, it's like never. You don't do that. Okay, if you know somebody, a family or even a friend, right, who's in need of help, who starts talking about this, that means he or she needs someone to listen to. Yes. It's not because when someone goes through this, right, it's not because they are attention seekers or what. Sometimes they do these things. It's like a coping mechanism. Maybe, like you do your TikTok, like, people look at it as a bubbly person, but they do not know what's going on with Noor.
Yes.
They do not know. But that's how you make yourself happy. As long as you make yourself happy, fine. As long as you don't go out beat people and all that lah. Different story. So yeah, you need like a coping mechanism and a good circle of friends. It's okay if you have a smaller circle. Hell, it's okay if you have one person in your life, which is your abang right now. Okay, you have somebody who loves you, and I would say, thank goodness he's patient. He has to.
He's very patient.
He's very patient. Of course, I mean, like, yeah, my wife is my caregiver. She's very patient. He has to lah. I mean, inshallah he will. Because to love somebody is to accept that person wholeheartedly. The good and the bad side of the person. Not backside, good side and the bad side.
Yes.
Like no one is perfect. Okay, no one is made from a perfect mold. Sometimes we have to mold them, but of course in a gentle way, subtle way lah. You don't force them. So that's why. Noor, I mean, like, okay, we will pray for your well-being. Inshallah, you'll be fine. It's a struggle. It's not like it's like there and there.
Yeah.
Today you suffer, tomorrow you're okay.
Yeah, you have physical health and mental health. So I'm like doing both at the same time. So I'm like, so exhausting.
Yeah, it is a struggle, but inshallah, just turn to God. Ask Allah, give me strength. Give me strength because I'm going through. Maybe what you're giving me right now is, maybe what Allah giving you is, dugaan lah. Yeah, dugaan is what we call a test. Your tribulations in life, because when God gives you a sickness, that means He still loves you. And it's either you're gonna turn back to me, or you're gonna go the other way. Some people go and seek help from Bomo and all that because they think it's supernatural, but actually no. there's always, a cure for it, and that is through your faith. But inshallah, you will be fine. I see now you're doing good. Take one day at a time. I can understand what I go through the same thing. Oh man, another day. Man, what is coming my way, man? We do not know, but I always like, okay, another day.
Something new to do.
Something new to do. I'll do something new. That's why. Thank God I have Pak An from Perikantos. He said, let's do a podcast. And here we are. And here we are. Who knows? There might be others. So it's to get yourself. Focus on other things, especially things that make you happy. If you want to make 10, 20 videos of you lip syncing, do it. Do it. Some people are actually enjoying it. They're entertained. Even when you look at it, they say, I can't believe I just did that. Is this me? Oh, this is a happier side of me. Let it be. Like for me, I would like look at my toys. Look at my age, a 50-year-old man watching cartoons. Even my niece and nephew, what's wrong with this old man? Got cartoon, come watch. Orang tua ni buat apa? I mean in English, what this old man doing? But it makes me happy. Let it be. That's how we live life for us. So guys, if someone needs help when it comes to mental health, it is a serious thing. Don't take it lightly. Never tell them, don't think too much lah. You're gonna be fine, whatever it is. You do not know what they're going through. It's easier said than done. But in other words, it's easier said than going through it yourself. So so just be mindful. Be mindful of the people around you. Some of them might need your help, right? Okay, so we've come to the end of part 1. I'm sure most of you can't wait to hear Noor's terrifying testimony, and what she went through. Of course, I'm gonna draw. I'm sure you guys are waiting for that. I'm gonna draw maybe one entity from one of your stories.
Okay.
And we'll be back in a short while. See you soon.
Of fear in the absence of light. What they saw, now we reveal. Sketch the shape of what they feel. Dead time stories, don't close your eyes. Truth walks in a stranger's disguise. One more tale, one more scream. Draw the shadow from their dream. They saw it, they felt it. Now we bring it to life. This is Dead Time Stories.